Until the night of April 14, 2014, when over 200 college students, mostly females, were kidnapped from the Government Girls College in Chibok, Borno State, schools were relatively safe for students. This was followed by the incident in Dapchi on February the 19th, 2018, where 10 schoolgirls aged between 11 and 19 years were taken away by terrorists from Government Girls Science and Technical College, Yobe State. Since then, terrorists have continued to embark on more kidnapping brazenly with little or no resistance. And soft targets are the most affected.
Women are mostly affected when there are cases of insecurity, banditry, kidnapping, and all of that.
It's unfortunate what happened in 2014. It's repeating itself in spite of the fact that from 2014 till date, we have at least 3 policies that the government over this period has attempted to implement, starting from the Safe School Initiative to the Safe School Declaration, to the most recent one, which is the National Policy on Safe Schools, and then, of course, its implementation policy. So, in simple terms, I don't want to mince my word. There is no accountability within the security system.
This year, the nation is witnessing abduction of more school children. In Kaduna, nearly 300 children were abducted by gunmen on March the 7th. 2 days after, bandits struck, this time in Sokoto, where 15 Sangaya students from Gada local government were taken away over the weekend. And in Katsina, 2 female students from Al Kalam University were abducted on January the 15th this year.
I believe that with this, we are going to dominate the affected areas and ensure that the criminals are brought to book and they don't come back for any attack.
Some questions are begging for answers. Where were the military and police personnel during the long hours that terrorists operated? What has happened after the successful kidnap of the school children? And what is being done to stop the trend?
When you look at it, there are no consequences. No consequences for the people that are involved. They have gone ahead to kidnap those kids, and then, of course, instead of dealing with them directly with the military might that we have in this country, we've been playing palliatives with them. And no serious action that, will make them just stop it.
What is missing is that sense of responsibility. The element you referred to is principally intelligence. The details of what we're hearing at the moment, that it's possible this gunman moved from somewhere further up northwest. I don't want to mention locations because the issue is still ongoing, but that's what we're hearing, and that is us, just private players. We do not have the kind of intelligence collection capabilities that the government have, but if at our level we're able to gather this, then I'm hoping that the government would also at least show that level of responsibility and step in and start harvesting the intelligence that is out there.
An eyewitness in the Kuriga attacks in Kaduna say the people have remained in distress, not knowing who to turn to for help.
Bayan na shiga ofis na yi signing da shi acting principal, so sai yake ce mai duba bayan a gyara na daga lokacin da muka fito sai muka ga bandits ne gaba ɗaya sun yi occupying gaba ɗaya makarantar su yi domesticating everywhere, so muka fara tunanin ina za mu yi, sai suka ce mana mun yi daji, so muka yi cikin daji kuma gashi suna da yawa, yara ne suna biye da mu almost sun mutum 700 suna bayan banda ma primary suna pupils. So bayan mun yi cikin daji sai Allah ya ba mu mafita mu da wasu yara, sai na samu na dawo na wata bayan gari na dawo cikin gari na zo na report cewa ga abin da ke faruwa, so daga nan dama sun fara alfahari.
By now, I expect that a war room, some situation center would have been set up with live collection of these types of intelligence, with the analysis of this type of intelligence, and of course with the dissemination to various elements. I haven't had that yet. If it's happening, then I will be very delighted. If it's not happening, I'm hoping that they are listening to us, and they will set up such a center and make it 24 hours and make it as effective as possible. Because the intelligence is there. I don't want us to kid ourselves about that. It's out there. It's just waiting to be harvested. And in this type of instances, the earlier you move, the better. If you allow time to pass, then, I mean, Leah Sharibu is still in the hands of those monsters.
It is hard to cope with the current harsh economy and having to deal with the heavy burden of insecurity and kidnapping. Where lies the hope for the citizenry? Within the space of just 1 month, over 320 students have been kidnapped. This is phenomenal, and except something dramatic is done to address this challenge of kidnapping, the schools, particularly in the north, may become unsafe for students. And of course, this will have a huge implication for the educational system in the country. This is the time for government to act decisively.